Hi, third grade. I hope that you're all doing well. I wanted to walk you through the Seesaw site that we have been using this week. I know a lot of you have got the swing of it, but some of you have been having some trouble, so I thought that I would give you some basic steps that might help you along the way. The first biggest step that I can say is read all of the directions. That alone is going to get most of those problems solved. Okay, so when you log in, now this is my student page. I have my own student page so I can see what you see. And here I have all my assignments listed. Well, Mrs. Loblin didn't do a very good job this week because she still has all of her assignments from Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday on here. So if you see assignments here still on your activities page, then these are the ones that are waiting for response. Okay, class activities are here as well, but this is waiting for you to respond. So if you see things here, it either means maybe I sent something back to you and it needs fixed, or it's a new assignment or assignment that you didn't do yet. So we're going to look at today's assignment and how I want you to go about it. Number one, like I said, is reading the directions. So you see right here, let me see if I can get some special stuff going here. Whoop. Mrs. Law, I'm going to try. Okay. Okay, so this right here is our first assignment, the I Am Poem assignment number 2. Okay, so yesterday you did I Am Poem number 1. Today we're going to do I Am Poem number 2. Before you click into this, well, you could click onto this. It's going to open it. Here are your instructions. Okay, you'll read the instructions first. First, it says reread the model of an I Am poem at the left. So here is over here is your model. So you can click on this and open it. Here's the model. It's the same one you had yesterday. Okay, but I want you to read through it because here's something I noticed. I am, 2 special characteristics you have. So I am a happy, loving girl, or I am happy and loving. Okay, but then when you get down to this I am, it is to repeat that first line. And here again, I am, the first line of the poem is repeated here and here as well. So remember that I am, wherever it says I am, is repeated. Okay, so I want you to look that over again today before you start your I am poem. Next, then it says to read the examples of the I am poems that are included over here at the left as well, including the one that I wrote. And I want you to look, they're the same as the model. So you can click on here, go to this little page thing. Here's an example. I am polite and kind. I wonder about my kid's future. I hear a unicorn cry. I see Atlantis. Obviously, this one some of it is a little silly, but it is a poem, okay? Here is Mrs. Lobham's example. I am a teacher. I wonder if my students are okay at home. I hear the ding of my messages. I see my students completing their work. I want to be back in class with them. I am a teacher. And you can read the rest of my poem. This is another example. This is I am Augie. If you've ever seen Wonder, I believe this is told from his viewpoint. I am just like every other kid. I wonder if people will treat me differently. I hear them whisper about the way I look. I see them give me shiny smiles. I want to be treated like every other kid. I am just like every other kid. So this is from the viewpoint of Augie. So I want you to read all 3 of those to get a good idea of what I'm looking for. Then you're going to go here to number 3. You're going to write your own I am poem. It can't include anything that you've seen in any of those poems. I want you to be original. Okay, now here come the directions that you need to follow to do this. After you've done looked at the examples, you're going to click the Add Response button below, which is right here. Then Before you do that, though, make sure you read all the directions. Click the little notebook button at the bottom, and you're going to begin to type your answers on the line. I know yesterday some of you started earlier, and I had something set up that wasn't working. This works a lot easier. Okay. Then once you're finished typing, you are going to click the little microphone button that's also at the bottom and record yourself. Okay. And then lastly, after you've written and recorded, you are going to click the green button that's up in the top corner. Not right now, after we go into our response. And that way I can read and hear your response. Okay. Make sure you click the green button. There may also sometimes be an orange draft button. Don't do that. That tells me you're still working on it. Okay. I want your green complete button. All right. So we're going to add our response, and then this will come up. And here is where you will do your poem. So you will write your name, I am poem, and you'll type in here by Mrs. Problem, and then you'll write your poem. I am a superstar teacher. Period. Use punctuation. I wonder how well my students are working today. Okay, and then you'll continue. When you're done, down at the bottom, which I'm not sure, is not here. Oh, here's what you're going to do. When you're done here, click your check mark. That means you're done writing. Then you're going to click your record. I am poem by Mrs. Lobham. I am a superstar teacher. I wonder how well my students are working today. And you can see that it's recording. Then click the pause. It processes your recording. Okay. You can listen to it if you want. I am poem by Mrs. Lobham. Okay. If you want to re-record, I believe you can click that. And then you click this. Now you're not done. You need to click it again. Boom. Now it's gone from your list. Well, it shows you, it just says it's waiting for the teacher's approval. Okay. And then here is your thing, and it should show your completed work here now. Okay. This is now in your journal. Okay. It's no longer on your activity page. You did it. These are the old activities that I didn't complete. Shame on me, right? So what you'll do is you'll see it in your journal, and it will be waiting for teacher's approval. Okay, I want you to hang on a second because I am going to show you then what happens once I approve your work. Okay, now I'm back, and what we're going to look at now, like we said, the journal entry is here, but now it's turned into a draft because Mrs. Lobham went back in and she left a note for you. It said you could see it here in your journal. It says that there's a draft, and there's a note here. You started off your poem well, but you didn't finish. Please go back and finish your poem. Thanks. You can also see that I left you a message here under the inbox. So if you go to this, click inbox and notification where that little 2 is, you can see that Mrs. Lobham left me a message or a comment, and she also sent my work back for me to review. So you can see that this is the messages coming from the teacher. So you could click on them. It'll take you to this. Okay. You can click on each one of these. It's obviously taking you to the same thing. Okay. And then you can click edit. It will take you back to your work. Now you can go back in. Whoop. Whoop. So I continue writing. Okay, now obviously mine isn't real cohesive. It doesn't all go together. I might want to continue if I'm talking about being a teacher. Then I may not be talking about a doorbell and FedEx driver unless he's bringing me school supplies that I may need. Okay, so you'll continue that. When you finish, you'll click this check again. Boom. Then you can re-record. So you're going to overwrite. You're going to say yes because you didn't read the whole thing the last time. You'll click OK. Then you can record. Then you can save it again by clicking here. Don't click the draft. Click the check, green check. And kaboom, you are now waiting for my approval again. What I need you to make sure you're doing, first and foremost, follow all the directions that are given in writing. I know it's different than listening to my directions verbally. That's why I'm going through these steps with you. But please, please, please read the directions completely before you begin doing any work. I think that that's where the most difficulty has come and why some of you have had to redo work is because of directions not being read first. So make sure you do that first. And then once you have completed all parts and you have clicked that green arrow and submitted your work to me, come back in an hour or two and check to see, did Mrs. Lobham leave me a note that says, great job, I love your poem, it's awesome, whatever. Or did I leave you a note that said, can you fix this? Or you forgot to leave a recording, go back and do your recording. Or did you follow the directions? Whatever. I want you to do that a couple hours after you've submitted your work. I am on my computer all day long. I am checking your work constantly throughout the day. So every hour or so at least, maybe even more, I come through and I check on this page. I also have to check the other pages as well that you're working on, but this page I check regularly as well. So come back, check your work. Now, if this starts to work better and we still have to be working from home after Easter, I may try to use this more because this gives us direct communication back and forth. So it's a really good way that you can communicate with me because you can leave comments as well, and I can communicate back with you. Rather than me having to go through your mom or dad to tell them that you need to finish something, you can see on here yourself that you need to finish something. So you need to come back and check your work to make sure I said that it was complete. Okay? As always, questions can come to me and through either email, through this if you have a question, through your parents' remind. If you need anything, please give me a holler. Okay? Do a great job on your poem today. I miss you lots.